At this point, I feel obligated to tell this story.
We can't let what has happened to her and us, I guess, collectively happen to any more people, because we're not the first ones that this has happened to, and we're not going to be the last ones if we're just scared to shut our mouths up to those that are more powerful and those that are more popular than us.
Yeah.
And we're not going to take it. So we're going to take a stand.
I just love it. I just love it. I just love it.
Hi, my name's Danielle, and I'm a 19-year-old vegan activist who goes to college in California.
Hi, my name's Chelsea, and I am also a 19-year-old activist, animal rights activist. We actually met at college.
So about a year ago, I decided to go vegan. It was completely for ethical animal rights reasons. And right the day that I went vegan, I pretty much became an activist as well, because I was just so passionate about the cause. And I tried out all different forms of activism. I started a club at my college. I volunteered with the 10 Billion Lives tour. I decided that internet activism was very, very powerful, and it's like one of the reasons why I went vegan. I know it was like videos that I saw.
Same here. She actually like veganized me in a way. She sent me the 10 Billion Lives link. I watched the 4-minute video, and I went vegan overnight, pretty much too, completely for animal ethical reasons as well. We both kind of share that in common.
Yeah. I decided that internet activism could be a really powerful tool for me to use, and I was thinking really critically, like, how could I do this? I know that I didn't want to make it about me or put my face on it. I felt like if I were to make videos and put them out on YouTube, they would kind of get lost in it all, and people wouldn't really be searching for it. Like, they might search for banana skinny girl diet or something. So I thought that Facebook would be cool to use, because vegans could share my videos on their pages, and then all of their friends would see their posts and say, hey, I know that person, what do they have to say? And it could be a short video that I produce. So what I'm getting to is the page that I started a few months ago.
It was around February we came up with the idea of Get Upset. It went through a few changes, but Get Upset is what we decided to name the page.
1 minute non-graphic animal rights artivism, because that's what it is. So they're about a minute long. I tried to keep them short because on Facebook attention spans are very short. I really am trying to keep them all non-graphic, because I don't think that it's right to show that to people if they didn't ask for it.
Exactly.
So I want to keep it non-graphic, but at the same time I wanted them to be really powerful and really drive the point home. And really at the end of the day, these videos that I put out, it's my art and it's my expression, and it's like I said,
contribution.
It's my contribution to the movement.
As a 19-year-old broke-ass college to this day, we haven't made a single cent, a single fraction of a cent, since this is on Facebook, and we don't sponsor it, we don't pay for sponsored posts, we don't have any advertisements on our page. We have not made a dime, a penny off of these videos. They're all for the animals, they're all for the cause, and they're all about not the ego. They're about the animals, and it's about the main point, not our faces, not our bodies.
So I'm sure if you're vegan, you have heard of Freelee the banana girl.
We all have. We heard of her before we were vegan.
Okay. Yeah, I watched her videos before I even went vegan.
Same.
They personally weren't the reason that I went vegan, but after I went vegan, her videos were an amazing resource for me. I would tell other people about her videos. I thought she was just so cool. She is my vegan idol. So in late April, I posted a video called Fur featuring Rihanna, and I don't know why or how, but the video went viral in a weekend.
And overnight,
yeah. In a weekend, we got 3 million views. When it was happening, we were going like, what the hell? Yeah. People are listening to me. People are understanding.
They're getting upset.
Yeah, they're getting upset and they're caring.
So this whole story goes back to May 1st, which if a lot of you activists, vegan activists, animal rights, whatever, remember it was Veg Fest in LA. We also knew going into Veg Fest that our vegan idol, Freelee the banana girl, was going to be there, and obviously we were like, oh my gosh, like one of our main goals of the day was to find her and talk to her and tell her about our activism and give her the Get Upset business card.
I just went to Walmart and printed my logo as photos and then cut them up into business cards because I have no money, and I am just trying to get my page noticed. So I thought maybe if I met Freelee, she would look at my videos, and maybe she, you know, since it was the weekend before that the video went viral, I thought, you know, I could tell her about that. Maybe that would make her look at it. I don't know. I just...
Like, we're reaching people, and Freelee is going to be so excited.
Yeah,
to
that's
share
how
this
we
with
thought.
us.
Eventually, we found Freelee. It was just really inspiring to meet her, and I told her, you know, I make my own videos on the internet. They're really different from yours, but here's my business card. If you would just, you know, check them out, I would really appreciate that. And she looked me right in the eye, and she said... I'll check it out.
She said, that's amazing, like...
I mentioned to Durian Ryder that I got 3 million views, or at the time 2 million views in 2 days, and he was like, what? That's crazy, and it caught Freelee's attention. She's like, oh, that's good on you, or whatever she
they were
said.
so excited for us.
And we left feeling amazing that day.
Like, they heard us.
We ate good food, we met pigs that day, and we met Freelee, and she took my business card. Like, amazing, like, perfect day, right?
Up until 5 days ago, our opinions have changed about the beloved Freelee, the banana girl.
This is not a video that I really want to make. We know that we're going to get a lot of backlash from this. Freelee's followers are very loyal and intense. We were one of them. We need to start critiquing the movement.
And
guys.
The people behind the movement as well. Because those are ultimately the faces of the movement.
On June 8th, I received a message from one of my friends, and she sent me a link to one of Freelee's videos and said, have you seen this video yet? She took a lot of clips from your video that I saw. The video she was referring to was a video called What's in My Leather Bag that I posted to Get Upset in March. I think that my friend particularly remembered this video because it's one of my most popular videos. It has about 113,000 views on Facebook at this moment, and it's the one that one of my professors at school showed in many of her classes, and I am very proud of it. I think it's one of my best videos that I've ever made. When she sent me the message at first, I was just like, oh cool, like Freelee must have saw my videos. I don't know why, I didn't really like react that much.
You didn't really watch it?
I didn't watch it. I was just like, oh cool, like whatever. And then the girl wrote, but you know she didn't credit you at all. And at that point I was really confused, and I figured, oh, it must be a mistake, you know, that why wouldn't she credit me? And then I was like, oh, it probably was just like a second of my video or something like that. Yeah. But when I clicked on the video, I felt sick to my stomach. Freelee took nearly all of my video and just blatantly copied and pasted it into her video. I don't need to prove that. You can click on the 2 videos. You'll see the one video is mine that she took.
She used a PETA advert in between the stolen content, if you will, and ended up crediting PETA for the whole thing.
At the very end of every video that I make, I flash my logo, Get Upset, and she just completely edited that out and replaced it with PETA. And I think that that's really shady that she would credit such a big organization for their sections in the video and then leave out a grassroots activist who she met face to face and was going to claim their work as hers. At first, I started questioning to myself, maybe this is okay because, you know, it's for the animals and more people are seeing my video, right? Isn't that the point? All these people that were being moved by my video have the potential to be moved by all of my other videos. I do all of them in the same style, and I think that we all can agree as vegans that different types of activism work for different people. By stealing my content and posting it as her own, she was preventing anyone from seeing what I'm doing and how I'm working just as hard as she is. By taking away the rights of an activist, what Freelee did was not only unethical, but illegal. And
so what we started to do when we found out that she stole this entire idea and the content is I kind of, you know, went all protective on my best friend and commented on all of her social media sharing this video. I said, hey, look, I mean, if you guys have been looking at her videos or anything, you probably have seen me spamming the comments. And basically I was just saying, hey, letting everyone know, like, half of this video is stolen from the Get Upset Facebook page, which is important to remember the Facebook page part, because we don't post on YouTube. Facebook is our main social media platform. That's where we reach the most people. And so eventually we got a response from Freelee after trying to email her on a broken email link that doesn't even work. It was nearly not having direct messaging on Twitter, and I mean, I may be wrong, but we looked for hours for any kind of personal way to contact her, so it wouldn't have to come to us making a video calling her out and causing more drama. So she finally responded. To have your idol speak to you in this way, and after what she's done, and not even apologize, someone that doesn't even have the capacity to apologize, it literally like punched, like it wrenched my gut. She said, "Shame on you for not wanting to save animals, but care more about footage you stole off the internet anyway. LOL."
So let's just respond to that really fast. So the clips that I took to make my video and compile them in a very clever way to prove a point, I took them from various sources under fair use and use them to create something different.
It's called transformative cultural content, and it's legal.
What Freelee did was take my video and re-upload it as her own for the same purpose that my video was, which was activism.
And also plagiarism under the fair use law. So, before everyone hates on us, I just want to let you guys know that under the fair use law, what she has done is illegal. We didn't steal any clips. Under the fair use law, you're totally entitled to use those clips, and I just find it extremely hypocritical because, like, literally 90% of her videos are going off of other people's clips. So she uses fair use. She even has a disclaimer in front of every video. So you think if she would have a disclaimer, she would know what the hell she's talking about. Like, you think she would know fair use law by now after getting in trouble with it so many times.
One reason as to how the vegan movement is broken is that if anyone were to speak out about its leaders or about the various methods that people are using right now, they're immediately called fake vegans. They don't really care. We're not for the animals and stuff like that.
It's a completely non sequitur, actually, is what it's called, under logical fallacies, which Freelee loves. She loves her logical fallacies.
Yeah.
We criticize, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't, like, illegally steal our work. Well, you're not about the animals. What the heck? You're a fake vegan. You're obviously all about this stuff instead of the animals. You're all about getting your name out. It's like,
you never accuse a fellow activist of not being in it for the animals, but to give you something to think about, Freelee's face and name is all over everything. Freelee has turned her activism into fame. This is her entire career. This is what she does all day. This is how she makes a lot of money. So comparing that to somebody who's doing this in the free time that they have, making no money, not putting their name or face on anything, I think that you can make up your own mind for whose intentions are pure and who is really in it for the animals and who is really in it for the money and the fame and the comfortable lifestyle and the travel. You know what I mean? And I think that Freelee does love animals, and I think that she's a true vegan, but at this point her ego is ginormous.
Same with,
and everybody is afraid to speak up about it because this couple has become so powerful, but they're making their way up off the work of other activists, and it's wrong. What's happening is wrong.
Our rights as being activists to serve as voices for the animals are being silenced by people like Freelee, who is now making money off of our hard work that we make not a single cent off of. How is that ethical, and how is that for the animals? Please tell me. Please tell me in the comments.
As we commented more and more, people actually started reaching out to us and said that Freelee did the same thing to them. And one girl that was telling us her story actually didn't want to be a part of this video because of the backlash that she was afraid to receive.
We also got reached out to by another person where a similar thing happened, except it was complete plagiarism through writing. And Freelee also made money off of that. They asked not to be included in this because they got so much hate. They just ended up saying, please don't include me in this. I support you, but I don't want to open this. I don't want to open this can of worms again.
As a true activist, I don't want to take Freelee's activism away from her. I think her videos are great, besides the one she stole from me. And I think that they reach a lot of people and they get attention, and yeah, they're effective. But it's not the only form of activism, Freelee, and you're stopping people from seeing other forms by stealing people's work and claiming it as your own. And I just want to say that through all these controversies involving Freelee, when it was Freelee versus Kayla Itsinas, I was defending Freelee. When it was Freelee versus Blogalates, I was defending Freelee. And when it was Freelee versus Tana, one of my other favorite YouTubers, we chose Freelee. We defended her online and in real life. I really believed in this woman until she did something like this, and it made me see her true intentions. And I really think that she's a good person whose head has gotten way too big, and we've seen this time and time again on social media.
Yeah, sorry, Tana.
After several days had passed and we had reached out to Freelee in any way that we could, asking her to please re-upload the video with our logo still in it and link to our Facebook page, which is our main platform, Freelee reached 100,000 views before re-editing the description, putting our YouTube channel, and writing, "Some footage I used that others copied from PETA and what's in my bag videos to help save animals." And I think this is a very spiteful and passive-aggressive way to do things. Our YouTube channel has nearly no subscribers because Facebook is the route that I chose to take, and our Facebook page is way more legit. It has almost 10,000 likes on it, which I know is nothing compared to Freelee, but you know, it really discredited us for her to put the YouTube and then to try to say that our video was just a plagiarized video when it wasn't. I actually came up with all these ideas, used different medias together to make a transformative message and prove a point. I just didn't take someone else's activism and call it my own. I think one of the sickest parts about this is that Freelee always claims to be the little man and that she's the victim and she's being silenced and people are taking fallacious copyright claims against her just so that she can't speak up about veganism. But in this situation, Freelee completely took advantage of the underdog. Freelee thought that we were some no-name 19-year-old girls who she could just steal from and get away with it, because who's gonna question the queen vegan, queen vegan of Instagram
mom,
or whatever. Yeah, banana bitch mom, whatever. I think that Freelee should continue her activism. I think she's an asset to the vegan community, but I think that she needs to be put into check.
When it comes to the legality and the intellectual property of other activists, that's where we draw the line. Freelee has said so many times, how dare these like vegans criticize me? Like, shut up and let me do my work. It's like, you realize you're acting like a literal authoritarian figure that doesn't let their people question them. You never want to be questioned, because how dare someone question the queen of veganism, because that just hurts veganism. No, we need to question people. We need to keep critiquing people, because if we don't, then we become blind followers to someone that's become a money-making machine.
At the end of the day, I want this video to be viewed as many times and to reach as many people as possible. But I don't want it to be done by a person who is profiting by stepping upon other activists.
We really just wanted to get these thoughts off of our chest that we've had for the past 5 days that have been literally tormenting us, because we never thought, if you would have told us a month ago that we would be in a fight or in any kind of beef with Freelee Banana Girl, we probably would pass out from laughing and be like, bitch the fuck.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is all kind of like a really messed up situation that we never asked for. We asked for the opposite. But I hope you guys see it from our view and really open your minds and not just be a blind follower, which happens a lot now in the YouTube world with every different main or huge YouTuber. You have a bunch of followers that refuse. I mean, we are kind of like that with Freelee. We refused to question her because we thought she was just amazing, and now that we've been attacked by her in this way and she's making thousands off of our work, we're gonna start critiquing. Please share this video in any way you can. If you believe what has happened to us is wrong, please open your mind and try to see it from our side, and fight for the animals at the end of the day also. Think about what's really right for the animals, and I mean, that's all we ask.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Hopefully we won't have to make another video like this. Bye.
Right. Bye.
Okay. Wow, that was so long.
Remember this video. Remember where it came from. Remember where it came from. Remember where it came from.